I want to appeal for sober debate on this matter. Madam Speaker, I think the question before us here is about the rights of Kenyans to picket, the rights of Kenyans to express themselves vis-a-vis what the Leader of Majority has said about the security of members of Parliament. Those are two issues that I think we need to deal with as a House. Whereas I agree that Parliament as an institution must be protected from any harm, any threat, any insecurity. That is also done everywhere in the world. Yes, we don't want to see cases like what happened in Capitol Hill when the supporters of the former President Trump invaded the precincts of that institution. But again, we must allow Kenyans the latitude and freedom to express themselves around the precincts of Parliament peacefully. There is no indication or evidence that those Kenyans who came around the precincts of Parliament yesterday threatened the peace, threatened the security of members of Parliament. If there is that evidence, it needs to be tabled. We need to be tolerant, and as a House, I think it is high time that we created a space. You cannot ask those who want to picket about parliamentary proceedings to go to KICC. It must be around Parliament. And Madam Speaker, we have been very tolerant. In fact, at the gates of Parliament, we have seen Kenyans coming even with pigs and calling us pigs. We never beat anybody. We allowed them to picket. And in fact, Madam Speaker, during my tenure as minority leader, and it is very unfair for majority leader, who is a very good friend of mine, even at personal level, to come to the House and tell Kenyans that when I was minority leader, that I was cheering the tribulations of other members. I think that is unfair to me. I am one member of Parliament. I am one person who power has never gone into his head. I don't allow power to get into my head. And Madam Speaker, for the information of Kimani Ichungwaah, I don't need to prove anything as a member of Parliament for my coalition to know, or my party to know, my level of loyalty and my level of commitment towards the just cause of the people of Kenya. Yes. I have done it previously, I continue to do it, and I will do it up to the time that God has planned that I will be sitting in this House. I don't know when. So my friend, Honorable Kimani Ichungwaah, lastly, Madam Speaker, allow me, because he mentioned me about 3 times. He's my very good friend. And I want to persuade him again that, you know, when you get power, manage power. I see the majority leader as a gentleman who used to be very polished when he was the chair of the budget committee and when he was my student as a legislator. I have been tutoring him, including his coming to my house, and we were discussing, and I've been telling him how to conduct himself. When he has become majority leader, Madam Speaker, he is completely wasted. He has become arrogant. He even talked to seniors like me, and very rude. So, Madam Speaker, please save us from the majority leader.
You cannot impute on the character of others. Honorable members, we have other business.